I think that's what keeps me going, just that drive. And I'm doing it for a lot of reasons, but I won't stop. So you got to make it happen. I love team sports. I love camaraderie. I love the atmosphere. I love the outdoors, just between the lines, I love the contact of it. When I'm under those lights, when you hear the fans and stuff like that, it's something I want to get back. It's something that I want to feel again.
It's been 6 years since Daniel Rodriguez's last game under those lights. 6 years since his senior season at Stafford, Virginia's Brook Point High School.
I was a good football player. I played wherever they needed me. I did everything from, backup quarterback, running back, wide receiver, safety, corner, anywhere the coach needed me. It's just something I was naturally talented at. But as a person, I was probably hard-headed, probably arrogant, just thought things should be handed to me. And so I kind of just took for granted the skills that I possessed and never tried to capitalize on them.
Though Daniel considered an attempt to play football at the collegiate level, all such plans would suddenly be put on hold. Just 4 days after his high school graduation, Daniel's father, Ray, died of a heart attack. His life would never be the same.
When it hit me that he had passed away, it was just like, what do I do now? Fun's over. Is really what it was. It was just like, this isn't a game anymore. You can't live off, dad's income. You have to do something and man up.
And then one day he just took us out to lunch and just sat down and told us. I joined the Army, and my mom and I were taken aback. And then we said, okay, well, when are you leaving to boot camp? And he said, in 5 days.
Like his father before him, Daniel enlisted as an infantryman. Within 6 months of joining the Army, he'd been deployed to Iraq, where he spent a year making patrols outside Baghdad, an assignment that entailed daily run-ins with sniper fire and roadside IEDs. After a little over a year stateside, Daniel was deployed for a second tour, this time in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is a whole different story. The mountains were unreal. First off, our base was established at the bottom of 3 mountains. So, it was just one of those things when I stepped foot out and actually saw where we were at and what we were going through and what we were going to be facing. It was just like, here we go. They're not going to let me get out. Be an easy ride. I got to fight my way home this time. We were the furthest north American forces in northern Afghanistan on the Pakistan border. Mountainous terrain, Hindu Kush Mountains, right in Kamdesh, in the Nuristan province. It was just a bad place. We were a route from smuggling into Pakistan into Afghanistan, so we were right there. There was no set mission. There wasn't go do this, go do that. We would wait to get attacked. We would get attacked and we'd go out and fight. In Iraq, we had sporadic gunfire, sniper fire, but nothing full suppressed on Taliban ambush and just hitting you from all sides, and you're just like, holy crap, this is war.
Is it filming? No. You're lying. You always lie.
Despite the daily firefights, Daniel and the other soldiers at Combat Outpost Keating found themselves wrestling with ample amounts of free time in tightly confined quarters.
My days consisted of one hot meal and watching repetitive movies over and over again until you get hit. And then at nighttime, you just go pump iron, just go work out. Creativity was pretty much the name of the game. There really wasn't much out there. What we did with ammo cans filling up with dirt, using body assisted, a lot of CrossFit type workouts. We had some rings out there, doing pull-ups on the rafters, just anything that we could manage or finagle. That's really how we got our workouts in.
Those close quarters fostered deep relationships between all the soldiers. And for Daniel, his friendship with Private First Class Kevin Thompson proved invaluable amidst the trying conditions.
Yeah, Thompson was my best friend, man. I mean, we spent every day together. We saw each other every day, every minute. We went to the gym together. You bond, you share a lot of insights and stories from your childhood. So I felt like I had known him. So, when you get close and attached to somebody like that and you're under fire with somebody, you really become a brother.
As Daniel neared the halfway point of his deployment, he and Thompson began to consider what would follow their time in the service.
We were just sitting out there after a firefight, your adrenaline's coming down, and it's just like one of those things, just like, this is it, man. Like, I'm 21 years old. I'm not doing this for the rest of my life, And Thompson was just like, I'm not gonna stay in either. He's like, I'm gonna go out and do what I wanted to do beforehand. And I was like, you know what? I should just follow my heart and try to play sports, collegiately. I'd been getting in really good shape, and I was like, I'm gonna walk on. I'm gonna use my GI Bill and try to walk on and play college football. And he's like, do it, man. I was like, no, I really am. He's like, well, don't sit here and blow smoke at me, do it. And I was like, I promise you I'll do it. And so I promised him, we promised each other that we were going to follow our dreams, and mine was to play college football when I got out, and he died a week later. I woke up at like 5 a.m. and just went down and used the computer, and like 30 minutes into using the computer, it's like incoming, like, pow, rocket hits, pow, another rocket. Like, great. So I put my vest on. The medic, it was in the medic station where the computer was at. The medics come out. I was like, hey, wish me luck, man. Just joking around, no idea how bad it was about to become. Charged my 9mm, just take off running. I come around the corner, and then the next thing I know, it's just muzzle flash all in the mount. Like, I'm just looking up, and there's just muzzle flash, and I'm like dodging, like just running back and forth. And since we're at the bottom, it just looked like popcorn. Like just popping everywhere. I was getting hit in the leg with rocks from the bullets. And I just kept zigzagging, and then I just was like, screw it. I just started shooting my 9mm into the mountains. Anytime I'd see muzzle flash come at me, all I had was a pistol, but I was shooting back better than nothing. As soon as I get to the top to my fighting position, I just get on the machine gun, and Thompson's coming out. We made eye contact. It was just he was like, holy crap, this is real. We're getting hit pretty hard. And he came out around me, and he's pointing at RPG Rock where some Taliban guys are coming down. And I just remember looking at him, pointing, and then boom, just his knees buckle. I could see his weapon drop, and he's done. He got hit. He was dead before he hit the ground. He fell right by my feet. So I just unloaded. I just started spraying at all those guys. And then once I ran out of ammo, I ran in. I was like, hey, Thompson's hit. I'm trying to drag his body in, but I couldn't. I was just getting hit with RPGs. I got shrapnel in my legs, trying to pull his body in. And I got hit again in the neck. And then finally, I couldn't even move him. You just couldn't do anything about it. Couldn't do nothing for him. He was already dead. So it was at that point, it was just survival. It was kill or be killed. So I had to just keep going and keep fighting. And guys were really coming in, and you're killing at point blank range and throwing hand grenades at my own cop. Anything that had a bullet shot out of it, I shot it. Everything. Claymores we were trying to set off. I couldn't get over the fact that they killed my best friend. I didn't give a crap at that point. I didn't care. I didn't care what happened to me. I didn't care. I was just gonna go out there and fight. And it wasn't my day. It wasn't my day to go.
The Battle of Kamdesh remains one of the bloodiest of Operation Enduring Freedom. 300 Taliban insurgents were involved in the attack, 150 of which were killed by U.S. defenses in a firefight that lasted nearly 18 hours. Of the 60 U.S. soldiers stationed at the combat outpost that day, 8 were killed and another 22 wounded. Incoming fire and shrapnel left Daniel with injuries to his neck, shoulder, and both legs. He received medical attention in Afghanistan before finishing the last 6 months of his tour. For his bravery, Daniel was awarded the Bronze Star for Valor and a Purple Heart.
When we come back, Daniel returns home to begin the pursuit of his dream.
I full out committed myself to settle for nothing than having a helmet on my head again on the sideline for some team.
More when Haviland Football Saturdays of the South returns.
His closest friend called me and said, Daniel's okay. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And then maybe about an hour later, Daniel called, and he just sounded like death. I heard the grieving, in his voice.
When he returned home to the U.S., Daniel, like so many veterans, brought the burden of combat home with him.
He didn't sleep in his room because it was confined, so he slept on the couch, and little noises would set him off. I remember one time we were walking to the park and a kid was set off a firework and he just dropped to the ground. And I felt like for a time period that the war and everything that happened in Afghanistan kind of stole the joy out of him. And I was concerned because it wasn't the brother that I knew before he left. And then just one day, he was just like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start playing college football. I'm going to start training for it.
So began Daniel's basement workouts and the transition back to civilian life. His first step, to enroll at a local community college.
I headed to my class at Germanna Community College. I have 2 classes back-to-back. It's a day in life, right? 10:59. I am on time, Miss Chrysler. It was difficult at first. I hadn't picked up a textbook in 6 years, and now I'm coming back from 2 tours, going to the classroom. I pounded it in myself that I was not going to settle for anything less than good grades.
Clearly, he's an inspiration, but at the same time, he's a good student. With everything that's going on in his life right now, I'm a little in awe, I must admit.
During his time at Germanna Community College, Daniel has earned a 3.5 GPA.
It's been difficult for the first year, but I've gotten over it. I've gotten a great relationship with my teachers and some friends and stuff like that I've made. So it's been very helpful, and now it's an awesome feeling knowing that I'm going to class and achieving that degree that I've wanted to do. So once I established myself as a student at a community college where I've been, I picked up and started 2-a-days again. My diet completely changed and just full out committed myself to settle for nothing than having a helmet on my head again on the sideline for some team. All right, we are at East Coast Strength and Power. This is usually my second workout of the day.
Very impressive for a slot receiver position, which is what he's kind of going for. He's going to have to be quick, not necessarily fast in the 40, and he's naturally very, very quick, agile. Hips are very, very explosive, and that's all going to benefit him.
When I was in Afghanistan, we had a few sets of monkey bars, and I just got creative with what I could do, how far I could throw myself, and I would just try to see how crazy I could get, and then it turned into a workout. I started seeing my pull-ups improve, my core strength improve, and then I just started doing whole entire routines. These are behind the back. Pretty smoker, man. Your shoulders get smoked. You're engaging your core and abs. Burn, man. I think what I do here as far as what I'm capable of doing, my hand speed, the reaction time that I'm getting, the stamina that I'm putting myself on, the training that I'm doing is